Morning, happy Friday. I'm gonna try to do this real quick. Uh, the child is in the shower. The other children aren't up yet. It's like almost 9:30, so they're probably going to be up really quickly. So today's prompt is your favorite person, and I can't. I've too many favorites. It's like a favorite kid. I can't. I have favorites of the moment. There are people who are, continually my favorite. And I was going to talk about Bowie, but I can't really do it. So I figured I would talk about the person that I would like to be my favorite person, and that's me. I wish that I could look at myself. First off, like the man flesh looks at me. That would be awesome. Because he looks at me like I am the best thing ever. Like I'm the cooler than the cold side of the pillow. Cooler than Lando. That's pretty cool. And I don't look at myself like that, and all of the things that I do that I'm like, oh my God, you're crazy, or what's wrong with you, and if other people, and when other people do the same thing, I'm like, oh no, that's totally fine, you're awesome. Like my friend Heidi is constantly talking about what a mess she is, and I'm like, you are so not a mess, you're awesome. But then at the same time, I'm in my head going, God, Sarah, you're such a mess. Like, I want to love myself more and cut myself slack. And when I do things that I know are crazy, like when I am paranoid, when I send an email and I get all paranoid, like, what if the internet went down in the middle, and they didn't get it, and then they're gonna think that I'm a total slacker, and blah 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 blah. Or like, I get an offer for an opportunity and I don't take it because I don't think I'm good enough to do it. Like, this is stuff that if other people did it, I would be like, no, you're awesome, whatever. Just get down with your bad self. And yeah, I did. But I don't afford myself that same consideration, and I want to have myself be my favorite person, but at the same time I don't want to be a cocky egocentric asshole, so then I guess my insecurities keep that from happening. It's a conundrum, lots of conundrums. My brain's made of conundrums. So yeah, I would love for myself to be my favorite person. But I guess it may be impossible because I have to live in my own head. And, the people who are your favorite people, they still have parts of themselves that they don't show anyone because they're too crazy, or they're like, whatever, I was watching Helen Jane's video, and she's talking about people, thinking that she's the most patient person, and she feels impatient all the time. And yeah, people think I'm just so like, oh, whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But really, I'm like freaking out all the time about everything. And I wish I could stop freaking out about everything. But that's how I am. I worry constantly about ridiculous shit. Like, obviously I worry about bills, you know, and I worry that like my kids are going to get in a fight or whatever. But I also worry about pointless shit. Like I'm constantly like, oh, look. I've had so many people in my life where I have been their favorite person for this amount of time. And then they don't, you know, like, then suddenly, like, they're not, you know, at my house every 2 days, or messaging me all the time, or calling me all the time, or emailing me all the time, or whatever it is. And so I'm paranoid about that it's something that I do something wrong. And I think if I loved myself more, or were more comfortable with myself, then I would not be so paranoid. And if I could love myself as unconditionally as, like, say I love my kids, like, that would be awesome. If we could all do that, that would be freaking amazing. Because I don't think, and there's balance to it, because sometimes they're little assholes. And, like, so I don't think that they're, you know, that the sun rises and sets with them, and that they are, you know, the moonbeams shoot out their asses or anything. I know that they are imperfect people, and that they will continue to be imperfect people, but I still love them unconditionally, and I still think they're amazing. But I can't afford that same thing to my own self, which is crazy. So maybe that's what I'll work on. Yeah, I hear children, so I'm gonna go. And happy Friday. Have a nice weekend, and bye.